In this module, we'll be examining three topics: cryptography, classes of cryptocurrencies, and Bitcoin halving. Let's get into it. Cryptography. Cryptocurrencies rely on cryptographic techniques to ensure security in the following aspects. One, secure transactions. Cryptography is used to secure transactions by encrypting them, making it extremely difficult for unauthorized parties to alter or interfere with the transaction data. Blockchain technology. Cryptocurrencies typically operate on blockchain networks, which are decentralized ledgers maintained by a network of computers, or in other words, nodes. Blockchain technology ensures security through consensus mechanisms such as proof of work or proof of stake, and so on, making it highly resistant to tampering and fraud. 3. Private and public keys. Users interact with cryptocurrencies using cryptographic keys. Public keys are used to receive funds, while private keys are used to access and authorize transactions. This cryptographic system ensures that only the owner of the private key can access and control the funds in their wallets. Essentially, a public key is sort of like a bank account number, right? It's unlikely that someone will be able to steal money from your account with just your account number. If they had your account number and something else, probably, but with just your account number, they have no access to receive to tamper with your funds, right? Whether transfer it or uh withdraw it. So that's also how public keys work in cryptocurrency. Then private keys are like your password, things. It's what grants you access to control funds, move them, withdraw them, stake them, all of the possible manipulations you can achieve with your funds will be made possible using your private key. 4. Immutable transactions. Once a transaction is recorded on the blockchain, it becomes immutable, making meaning rather it cannot be altered or deleted. This ensures the integrity of the transaction history and prevents fraud. 5. Wallet security. Cryptocurrency wallets, which are used to store and manage digital assets, employ encryption techniques to protect private keys and ensure the security of funds. Like I said, once your private key is made, that's once your private key is made, is exposed, right? Once your private key is exposed, your funds are no longer safe. Okay, so these wallets employ encryption to protect your private keys, right? Users are encouraged to use secure wallets and implement best practices for securing their private keys, such as using hardware wallets or cold storage solutions. So these cold storage solutions are basically offline wallets. You load your cryptocurrencies onto them. They are offline wallets and they are physical devices, right? You load your cryptocurrencies onto them, and just like a flash drive, they are safe unless you connect them to a computer and get them online. But as long as they are not connected to any computer, they cannot be accessed. Overall, cryptography plays a crucial role in securing the entire ecosystem of cryptocurrencies, from transactions and wallets to the underlying blockchain networks. However, users must still exercise caution and adopt security best practices to safeguard their assets effectively. Basically, this last sentence is just saying the safety of your funds are your responsibility. Okay? Usually, cryptocurrencies in your wallet are not insured. Emphasis on usually, right? Because sometimes there are people who obtain insurance for their cryptocurrencies. But unlike money in your bank that is insured, cryptocurrencies usually aren't. So their security is your responsibility. Classes or categories of cryptocurrencies. Currency coins. Currency coins are designed primarily as digital currencies or mediums of exchange. Characteristics. They focus on being a secure and efficient means of transferring value. Examples are Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, and so on. Platform coins. Definition. Serve as the foundation for decentralized applications and smart contracts. Characteristics. Provide infrastructure for developers to build upon, often supporting scripting languages. Examples are Ethereum, Cardano, EOS, and the like. Stable coins. I love stable coins a lot. Stable coins are what traders usually use to take profit, right? So you've been trading, you've made a profit, you swap for USDT. Definition: cryptocurrency, USDT and other stable coins. Definition: cryptocurrencies pegged to the value of traditional fiat currencies or other assets. Characteristics: they are designed to minimize price volatility compared to other cryptocurrencies. Examples are Tether, USDT, my favorite, USDC rather, USDC, Circles USDC, and DAI. Utility tokens. Digital tokens providing access to specific products or services within a blockchain ecosystem. They grant ownership or access rights and are often used for incentivizing network participants. Examples are Binance Coin, Chainlink, Basic Attention Token. Non-fungible tokens, NFTs. Definition: tokens representing unique digital assets that are indivisible and non-interchangeable. So you cannot exchange one NFT for another. They don't have uh, equal, they might have equal value in terms of price, but they don't have the same characteristics. Okay, one NFT is completely different from another NFT, unlike with fungible tokens that can be exchanged and represent the same equal value, right? Characteristics used to represent ownership of digital art, collectibles, virtual real estate, etc. Examples: CryptoPunks, NBA Top Shots, Decentraland. There are so many others. Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin's supply has a hard cap of 21 million tokens. There can never be more than 21 million bitcoins in circulation. There are currently nearly 20 million bitcoins in circulation as at the time of making this video. Bitcoin is mined through a proof of work mechanism that requires complex mathematical problems to be solved with sophisticated computers, then allocates newly minted bitcoins as rewards. All the bitcoin currently in circulation has already been mined. So This last line means any Bitcoin that is available on exchanges, that is in people's wallets, and that is being sold on peer to peer platforms have already been mined. The remaining Bitcoin that is yet to be mined is still locked up in the network's protocol. So every day, miners work to get those Bitcoin. Those are Bitcoins. So the protocol uh, rewards them after they solve these, after they participate in the proof of work consensus mechanism, right? So after they've solved these complex problems, the protocol will mint, and that this minting is sort of like creating, because these bitcoins don't exist yet. So it will mint those new bitcoins and then distribute them to the solvers. Okay. Just like the mining of mineral resources like crude oil, gold, diamond, and the like, mining of Bitcoin is equally profitable and energy intensive. I believe this is self explanatory. To prevent Bitcoin from flooding the market in huge amounts, Satoshi puts in a mechanism that continuously reduces the amount of Bitcoins distributed as rewards every 210,000 blocks. It's a blockchain, remember? So you have one block connected to another block connected to another block. So once it gets to 210,000, the rewards will be halved. So every successive halving period, the block rewards paid out in Bitcoin are reduced by half. When any resource is scarce, its perceived value is higher. In this way, Bitcoin was designed to be an incredibly valuable digital asset due to the combination of halving periods and a fixed maximum supply. Whenever the next Bitcoin halving schedule is near, it's a public ledger, so it's common knowledge. The cryptocurrency market is usually erratic. The prices of most cryptocurrencies mirror Bitcoin, and so there are upward and downward price swings as the forces of demand and supply are heightened during these periods. Acknowledging Bitcoin as the father of all cryptocurrencies and understanding its significance, behavior, and dominance is vital to getting insights into the overall health of the cryptocurrency market. That's all for this module. Thank you for your time and see you in the next section.